OnePlus Turbo 6 didn't expect that. OnePlus has joined the Turbo phone series fray, and right off the bat, it's breaking the mold by starting its naming at 6. It features a 165Hz high-refresh read screen and a 9000 mAh Glacier battery, aiming to outshine peers in its class. So how does this first model in the line, the OnePlus Turbo 6, perform? Let's take a look together. Since it's turbo, OnePlus Turbo 6 packs Snapdragon 8 seconds 跟 4 Windrush CPU plus 灵犀 touch chip and gaming Wi-Fi chip G1, a trio of chips. Future OnePlus phones will likely all feature the Snapdragon 8 seconds 跟 4, a chip many are familiar with, already used in several models. The OnePlus Turbo 6 builds on the Snapdragon 8S Gen 4 with its in-house Hurricane game engine. Deeply optimized for 165Hz gaming with robust thermal management in store. For our first segment, we'll test performance, room temp 25 degrees Celsius, fixed 350 nit screen Wi-Fi network setup. Start with Honor of Kings 5 vs 5 HD visuals plus 120 FPS. 1 full hour of gameplay. OnePlus Turbo 6 runs near full frame. SD of just 0.5. 1% low frame at 112.2 beats the other two. System AVG power 8.39 watt. Lowest of the three phones. The peak body temp was just 38.9 degrees Celsius, lower than the others, 40.9 and 39.3 degrees Celsius. No chips are the same. OnePlus Turbo 6 tames power use and heat better than the rest. Thanks to its higher refresh rate screen, OnePlus Turbo 6 supports Honor of Kings at 144 FPS Ultra mode. 1 hour stress test still showed no signs of strain or heat. Near full frames all through SD 0.6, 1%, low frame 130.3, peak temp 43.5 degrees Celsius. The high FPS gaming feel is great. It's the only turbo model on the market that can run Honor of Kings at full 144Hz. OnePlus Turbo 6's 165 FPS gaming ecosystem now supports Naruto, Valorant Source Action, and more. We tested native 165 FPS for Naruto and Call of Duty. OnePlus Turbo 6 still runs smoothly. Call of Duty averaged 164.3 FPS, Naruto averaged 162.6 FPS. Frame rate standard deaths were under 2 no-starters or drops with body temps at 43.2 degrees Celsius and 40.7 degrees Celsius. Solid results. Based on our performance test, the OnePlus Turbo 6 with Snapdragon 8S Gen 4 and Hurricane game engine. Whether in-game control smoothness or power use and heat, its overall performance beats peers on the same platform. Of course, the OnePlus Turbo 6 shines bright with battery life, featuring a massive 9000 mAh first for OnePlus. Tops OnePlus phones in battery capacity. How does its real-world battery fare? In our Xinping Tech Test Today 5.1 battery benchmark, OnePlus Turbo 6 ran from full charge to auto shutdown in 8 hours and 43 minutes. Ranked 3rd among 158 phones tested, one of the top performers in battery. And in our 5.1 endurance ranking, 4 OnePlus phones are in the top 10. All OnePlus models launched recently excel greatly in battery endurance. In terms of power draw, OnePlus Turbo 6 uses 11% in WeChat multitasking, video recording 9%, Weibo 5%, Game for Peace 9%, Honor of Kings 14%, Douyin 8%, Bilibili 8%. By the last stage, it still had 36% battery life. Compared to average power use of same chip phones, the OnePlus Turbo 6 used less in all 7 test segments under identical conditions. The remaining charge in the final stage was more than doubled. Of course, besides our 5.1 standard battery test, we also ran the 5.1 long endurance test on the OnePlus Turbo 6. This model eases some tasks, aligning better with light daily smartphone usage scenarios. Under our 5.1 endurance test mode, the OnePlus Turbo 6 ran from full charge to automatic shutdown after 10 hours and 37 minutes. Battery life is stunning, outlasting top-tier phones. A single charge lasts nearly a day or two, with no major worries about running out. OnePlus 9000 mAh battery once again sets a new benchmark for stamina in its class. Our 5.1 battery life model clearly struggles in the 9000 mAh battery era now. So on January the 1st, 2026, we launched the new review test to Death 6.0 battery life ranking. The annual battery model major update is here. This is the test model we had planned and worked on months in advance. Suited for new phones with 9000 mAh or even 10,000 mAh batteries now widely adopted. Under the 6.0 battery endurance model, we redesigned 9 test phases, balanced stress across each, removed unstable ones, and added a super high load phase. Honkai Star Rail now supports background music and WeChat calls in multitasking modes. Further test phones' battery efficiency under high load and complex task scenarios. If our 6.0 battery endurance model only updated test rules, that would be too simple. Our battery drain test 6.0 battery endurance model will outpace the industry by a generation, allowing users to view the average whole device power consumption across all phases. Since we have 5G, we developed our own phone power consumption monitoring tool. Now search for new review technology, database mini app enter endurance ranking. Click to view power used per stage, and you'll see each phone's average wattage per component clearly. In our 6.0 battery endurance model, users can directly compare power efficiency and CPU performance across phones in the same test scenarios. Our battery drain test 6.0 leads the industry by a tier. No joke, this is the only endurance ranking online that shows average power use per segment. Our 6.0 endurance ranking officially started in October and has now run for 2 full months. We now have battery scores for 120 device models. So where does the OnePlus Turbo 6 rank in our new 6.0 endurance ranking list? In test, from full charge to shutdown total battery life hit exactly 8 hours, still ranked 3rd. In terms of power use, 1 hour Douyin used 7%, with a power drop of 3.48 watt. 40 minutes Weibo 5% drained 2.9 watt power. 40 minutes video used 12%, 5.85 watt. 40 minutes game for peace used 8%, 4.09 watt. 1 hour Honor of Kings drains 15%, 4.72 watt. 1 hour HSR drains 15%, 4.54 watt. 30 minutes on Bilibili 5% used 2.85 watt. 30 minutes on Red Note 4%, 2.33 watt. Just 29% left in the final phase. It lasted 2 hours before shutdown. As you can see, in our 3 distinct battery tests, the OnePlus Turbo 6 delivered impressive endurance results. It's the battery benchmark in the turbo tier right now, like a show-off phone in the phone world, unstoppable. This OnePlus Turbo 6 also improves power up, supporting up to 80 watt wired charging and 27 watt PD wired reverse charging. With such a big battery, making a power bank is just a breeze. This reverse charge rate can even fast charge some top-tier phones at peak speeds. Bypass charging is included, helping cut heat when using the phone while power ups. At 25 degrees Celsius, OnePlus Turbo 6 heats 20% in 60 minutes. Showed 100% full in 67 minutes. Total 39.19 watt-hour charge. Peak power up at 65 watt. Average power up of 32 watt at 100%. Peak device temp was just 38.9 degrees Celsius. Power up heat control is superb. In our exclusive third-party power-up compatibility tests, OnePlus Turbo 6 supports Huawei's 3 chargers, Vivo 90 watt, Nubia 165 watt, and similar units. Can enable stable fast charge of 30 to 40 watt. Its power-up compatibility is solid, a clear leap from prior OnePlus phones. In terms of design, the OnePlus Turbo 6 features a 6.78-inch 1.5K resolution LTPS OLED flat screen with up to 165Hz refresh rate. 15.5mm large arc curve, sleek and crisp. The display panel is BOE with in-house display P3 light chip built in. A cinema mode is added in screen color settings to boost wide gamut accuracy. Manual max brightness in albums hits 820 nits. Full screen peak exceeds 1900 nits, and dim scenes dip near 1 nit. Defaults to 3840Hz high frequency, PWM at low brightness plus DC dimming like schemes for mid to high brightness with bright eyes protection technology support. OnePlus Turbo 6 comes in solitary black, wilderness green, and chasing light silver. The Chasing Light Silver matte back panel's outer rim uses a 3D holographic carving process to etch a light-like trail pattern that resists fingerprints. The center bears a glossy OnePlus logo. The camera module sits top left, made of metal with a rounded rectangle shape, compact footprint, and minimal protrusion, ideal for gripping. The phone is 77.3mm wide, 8.5mm thick, and weighs 217 grams, quite slim despite its large battery. Dust and water resistant, it meets top-tier IP66, IP68, IP69, and IP69K for high-pressure hot water jets. Reliability is maxed out. Other specs, OnePlus Turbo 6 front-facing 16MP camera, a 50MP main rear cam with OIS plus AB and W lens, NFC and IR remote all standard features. It comes with Color 16 smooth performance, indeed. Top-tier performance. The desktop widgets expand collapse animations match the -1 pane, smooth and seamless. 3D space wallpaper was recently added, using an eye to turn static images into dynamic video wallpapers for home and locked screens. The popular live photo collage feature is now available on more models. For dual phone users, Color OSS lets you tap to share with iPhones, syncing calls, texts, and app alerts from iPhone to OnePlus phones, very convenient. To sum up, the OnePlus Turbo 6, the first in OnePlus Turbo line, features a 9000 mAh battery for ultra-long battery life. With the Hurricane game engine, it offers steadier frames, lower power use, and less heat. And the 165Hz high refresh rate full-frame gaming here fits its positioning well. This is a budget-friendly new phone with 165Hz high refresh rate and top-tier battery life in its class. That's all for this episode of the video then. If you like this, please hit like and follow for test data on new and old phones. Search our mini program New Review Technology database to compare.